cuddling. It's the universal way of showing affection, whether it's mother and child, star-crossed lovers, or me and my cat, Mr. Mittens, curled up on the couch, binge-watching Orange is the New Black. Hey Cuddlebugs, it's Natalia for DNews. I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person that thoroughly enjoys cuddling. In fact, I fancy myself a competitive spooner. I can easily switch from little to big spoon while deftly maintaining soothing effectiveness. But did you know cuddling has some pretty amazing health and relationship benefits? Physical contact, like cuddling, helps build bonds and form intimacy between participants. Intimacy, in turn, builds trust, which makes for stronger relationships. The reason being is that touch increases the release of oxytocin, a neuropeptide which promotes trust, devotion, and bonding. In fact, oxytocin is often called the cuddle hormone. A recent study in England was able to find the area of the brain that reacts to touch. Researchers discovered that a light touch on the arm made the orbital frontal cortex light up, like it does when one experiences other rewarding stimuli. These findings suggest that cuddling has a biological ability to build connections. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships focused on a sample of 397 couples in committed relationships and found that the initiation of physical contact, regardless if it led to nookie or not, positively affected the relationship. A University of Toronto study has shown that post-coital cuddles can be the key to relationship happiness and success. Participants filled out a survey about their foreplay, lovemaking duration, and post-coital cuddling practices, and results found that what came after the main event seem to have the greatest effect in terms of relationship satisfaction. However, cuddling is not for everyone. Some folks aren't so keen on snuggling up. But take heed, anti-embracers. Science says physical touch is actually good for your health. In fact, science says that hugs can stave off illness while keeping you feeling connected to others. Studies have shown that hugs led to decreased levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Sure, some can argue that hugs mean more potential contact with pathogens, but because hugs help decrease stress that can do more harm to your body in the long run, they're worth the risk. And since cuddling is like one big hug with your entire body, it's a perfect way to relieve stress. So science says, go ahead and get your cuddle on. But some people don't like touch at all. Autistic animal behaviorist Temple Grandin was adverse to touch as a child. She suffered from tantrums and didn't speak. As she grew older, she realized the importance of touch and hugging as a way to reduce anxiety and alleviate her symptoms. She sought to develop a device that could help autistic individuals, children with ADHD, and animals learn to tolerate touch with the goal of reducing anxiety. The device she developed was called the Squeeze Machine, and it was marketed as a hug machine that provides deep tissue touch. The device has proved effective with children, adults, and animals. Cuddling is wonderful, and it's one of the best ways to show someone you love that you care. And sometimes it leads to a kiss. But don't forget, every kiss begins with K. Touch is a huge part of how we experience the world. We are touching things constantly every single day. But do you get the science behind touch? Julia does in her video here.
The pressure on pressure sensors in your skin, called Pacinian corpuscles, stimulates a part of your brain called the vagus nerve, which relaxes you by slowing your heart down and decreasing blood pressure.
Do you guys like to cuddle, or would you prefer a squeeze machine? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more DNews episodes every day of the week. All this talk about cuddling makes me really want to hug. Ah! Cuddle puddle.